Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Amber Unfiltered. Today I'm going to be doing my review of the drama featuring Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. But before I do that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you want to cash out me at Amber Unfiltered Show, that'd be greatly appreciated. I don't know why I was about to do a little shimmy, I don't know where I was going with that. I saw myself do it. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? First of all, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you're having a great summer. Let me know what you guys have been up to. Have you been traveling? Have you been eating, going on dates? Have you been hunching? Just kidding. Don't tell me that. But just, I hope overall that this past couple of weeks or this past month or even this past few months, aka the whole summer, have been good to you. I hope you have some fun plans coming up. Girl, this heat and this humidity is not giving. That's why I have my hair pulled back and I'm bald headed today, okay? I look like a bald headed baby eagle today because I was like, this heat is killing me. I actually have my hair slicked back because over the weekend we went hiking and I was like, girl, I'm not going outside with my kinky curls or coils and boings thinking I'm about to be melted like a damn ice cream cone or a damn Hershey bar. I said cone. Girl, I can't talk. But anyway, I really need to talk to someone about this movie. So anytime I watch a movie, there's like a couple of people I will reach out to and let them know I'm watching it, and then I give them my update after, and usually they end up watching it, and then we kind of go back and forth. So those two people that I can say, or one is my brother, one of my brothers. Shout out to him, love you. And one is my friend Nick. Yes, I have a friend named Nick, and my husband is named Nick. Two totally different people, two totally different personalities, but both really good guys. But he is a film buff. I met him at a job a couple of years ago. Shout out to him. And he be watching my videos and he be hyping me up. So shout out to you, friend. But I literally took a picture of me about to watch the drama yesterday and sent it to my brother and Nick, my friend. And I was like, I'm about to watch this. I'll let you know what I think. Next thing I know, I'm texting Nick back and he's like, yeah, me and my girl watching this now. What's it giving? I was like, are we doing a TED Talk? We doing a forum discussion? We getting our top researchers on it? Like, what is it giving? He didn't finish it. So I texted him this morning. I was like, bro, what did you think of the movie? He was like, I didn't finish. I'm like, hurry up and finish so we could talk. But I definitely wanted to talk about this on the channel too, because this has been a very polarizing movie. I can understand why it's polarizing just because of the topic, how it's approached, how it's depicted on screen. I actually really enjoyed this movie and I didn't think that I would. I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I would. Now, I will say that there's some triggering or heavy subject matter. The main theme, which I'm going to get into in a bit here, is not funny by any stretch of the imagination. I do not think that gun violence, I do not think that mass shootings are funny at all. I don't know a whole lot about it. You know, I've obviously seen it in the media and heard some survivors or people who lost people that were involved in it. So my heart goes out to them because I know that a loss like that, just so something out of your control and something that it's like a person will do something and then it has like a domino effect and it just wreaks so much havoc on people's lives. That's what I wanted to say. So it does touch on that, and there's a huge controversy or domino effect of the film, or of one of the characters' actions in the film, I should say, Zendaya's character. And this is going to be spoilers all around. So if you were planning to watch it, it is on HBO. It just dropped its streaming premiere, I think, this past weekend. And I had my eye on it because I had wanted to see it. But with that being said, I do feel like I had some apprehension about watching this movie. I'm not sure what made me change my mind. I do remember when the reviews and the think pieces came out and I was actually reading and listening to them and watching them. And I was like, And I was like, this is what I love about art. I don't love, you know, the topic per se. Like, again, I'm not well versed in it, but I'm saying I love art that makes you think, that makes you speak, that makes you kind of go back and forth with people and just hear and absorb different opinions. It's almost like being in the classroom because there's so many different opinions. Sometimes they can clash, sometimes they can blend beautifully or mingle beautifully, or meld, not mingle. But this is one of those movies, either you're really going to love it or you're really going to hate it. And I'm always curious by movies like that because I'm like, I wonder what I'm going to think. And I never tend to fully go with the consensus. I kind of tend to go my own way, which again, that's what I love about art. It just sparks that thought, that conversation, that dialogue, and that back and forth. But it also brings about solutions. It also brings about different ideas, new ideas, fresh ideas to maybe resolve a pre-existing problem, a problem that has existed for a long period of time. So I will be real with you and say that this sounds so bad. I don't mean for it to. I'm not the biggest Zendaya fan. I will say that. I don't think she's the strongest actress. I do think she's very hardworking. I do think she's very talented. And I do see something there as far as her star power goes, but she just doesn't do it for me. What I actually, who I actually was most excited to see on screen was probably Robert Pattinson, excuse me, I can't talk, and Mamadou Ati or Ate. I've seen Mamadou in a couple of different things, and I really liked his projects that he chooses. He chooses very different projects, similar to Robert Pattinson. They can play literally any character. Like, I said to myself, I think I said to my husband, I was like, yo, is our Pat, is he like turning into like a Leo or like someone of that stature? Because his versatility, his range is just incredible. Me and my husband actually just watched The Lighthouse with him and Willem Dafoe like last weekend, and we were like, what the fuck did we just watch? But it was such an intriguing, gorgeous, like thought-provoking film. It almost reminded me of like Banshees of Inisherin, but like in a British, like English type of way. But it was that movie, I was like, girl, there's some wild shit going on in here. The cinematography in that movie is gorgeous. Actually, I need to text my friend Nick and tell him to watch that too. And I just texted my brother yesterday. I was like, bro, have you seen The Lighthouse? And I remember seeing the trailer for The Lighthouse, and I was like, I didn't want to see it, but randomly, I think it was like a Sunday, me and my husband were just sitting there. We were like, let's just watch it. Like because we were binging House of the Dragon. That's what we're on right now. We're actually caught up. So our thing, I think I told y'all before, is on Sundays we watch movies. I usually will cook, not all the time, but for them, like 9 times out of 10 or 8 times out of 10, I will cook like a nice meal for us, and we just veg out from the week, and we pick a movie, and we like turn our phone. Well, I turn my phone off. He puts his phone to the side, but I like to completely unplug as if I'm at the theater, because that's actually a practice I do at the theater. Like, I will turn my phone off, which is probably like not safe in hindsight, but I do because I really want to immerse myself. I don't want to be having any distractions. I think the last couple times I had like my Apple Watch on, and I was like, girl, you need to take that off, because it kept distracting me, because you know when you move it and stuff, it'll like light up, and it was just distracting me. So I was like, yeah, girl, we gonna have to take that off. But anyway, so yes, I say all that to say I was like on the fence about this movie, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a chance. I was like, I'm going to, you know what, this is making me hot. I was like, I'm gonna give it a chance. I'll watch something else out of my comfort zone. Like I said, I've been challenging myself to watch stuff that I'm like, oh, I would never, but I'm like, no, just be open-minded, just be fluid, just kind of like be like water. So this was one of those movies for me, and I was like, girl, what the fuck? But I actually ended up really liking it. I liked it a lot more than I thought, and there was some very dark comedic moments that were like perfectly timed, and just like the irony and just like the juxtaposition, I was just like, this is like such the wrong time, wrong place, just like wrong scenario, like all around. I was just like, oh, I said scenario. But anyway, so let's get into the review, because I done talked your ear off anyway. So I also got a smoothie from Tropical Smoothie. I really have been fucking with my boss's kids. He has twin daughters, shout out to them. They put me onto the mango magic, and I get that. I think it's like mango, pineapple, and like non-fat yogurt, and I add ginger. That shit it's fire, okay? Make you want to smack your mama or smack somebody else that's not your mama. So okay, let's get into the synopsis. It says, an explosive confession throws the wedding of a seemingly perfect couple, off the rails as they spiral to confront whether they can truly make it to I do. So it was released on April 3rd, 2026. The director is Christopher Borgli. I'm not familiar with him, but I heard he has a pretty good catalog. I think I might actually go back and watch some of his other movies. I keep hearing about Drive with Ryan Gosling, that I think was one of his films. I think there's another one called Dream Scenario. I think I'm gonna actually go back and watch Drive, because I saw like an ad or a trailer for it yesterday, and me and my husband kind of turned to look at each other. I was like, I'm not really well versed with Ryan Gosling's projects. We just also watched Project Hail Mary, which we really enjoyed. The ending was a little but overall it's like a solid film. He gives a great performance, and there's really not a lot of characters, and the film definitely leans on his character to carry the movie through and to engage us as an audience. So there's some producers. There was one producer that I was like, ooh, this tipped me off. So Ari Aster, he's a horror director. He did Midsommar. He also did Hereditary. Oh my God, let me tell y'all a quick story about Hereditary. I'm telling y'all all my business. So again, like I told you, I'm a huge horror head. My brother had told me about this movie, Hereditary. And I was just like, okay. So he was like, it's very trippy. Like, you need to watch it. Bro, that movie it was so unsettling for me. And I like creepy, I like kooky, I like things that like push that boundary and push the human body and push what our mind can comprehend. I really love that. I'm like, the creepier and the weirder it is, I'm like, sign me the fuck up. Yes, like check mark. He told me to watch it. Bro, I couldn't finish that movie. I could not. For some reason, I was just sick to my fucking stomach. And I think the pacing was a little off for me. So I had so he had texted me, and I had lied to him and told him I had finished the movie, and I had not. And then like finally, like 4 or 5 years later, which is now like in 2026, I was like, yeah, so I didn't finish the movie about that. Like, I felt so bad that I lied to him, but I was like, bro, I don't want him to eat me up. Because that was like a period when my brother was like roasting the shit out of me. So I was like, if I tell him I didn't watch this, or I was a chicken or whatever, he gonna eat my ass up. You know, in black families, they roast you for anything. Like, they be like, look at you with your fucking hairy ass unibrow. And you be like, damn, bitch, I'm about to go get waxed today. Like, okay, I'm gonna call my nail lady and have her come to the house. Because what you mean? Like, you know how it is being in a black family. So Ari Aster is a producer, Lars Knudsen, Tyler Campoloni. I'm not sure if I said that. Oh, the budget was $28 million. I actually would have thought it was way more. You know, a movie I want to see, Mother Mary. I need to look up when that's coming on. When that's coming on to streaming, because I actually really want to see that with Michaela Cole and Anne Hathaway. That's probably gonna be next. And the runtime is 1 hour and 45 minutes. And then I'm gonna give y'all some of the casting too. So Zendaya plays one of the main characters. She's the female lead or the female love interest. She plays Emma Harwood. Robert Pattinson plays Charlie Thompson, who is her fiance. Haley Gates plays Misha, who is one of Charlie's co-workers. She was cute. I was looking at her outfits. I was like, yeah, I want that outfit. That's what I was actually looking at, the outfit she wore at the end, and I was like, I think I might look for something like that for this wedding that we have to go to next month. Alana Haim plays Rachel. She gave White Woman Tears on 10 so bad, and I'm gonna explain what I mean by that. Y'all gonna know. I don't feel like this is about all white women, but y'all know there's certain ones you be like, you be crying too damn much, and you doing it because it's performative. Mamadou Ate plays Mike, which is Charlie's best friend. Zoe Winters is their wedding photographer. We've got some other. Jordan Curie. I actually I read an article about her, or like an interview she did for this particular role, and it was pretty good. I think that there was one issue I did have. I think that Jordan Curie and Zendaya couldn't look any more different. I was like, the only thing they might have in common is the curly hair, but I was like, first of all, she's browner than her, and I was like, I understand mixed people can have different tones and undertones. Even black people or melanated people in general, we can be two-toned. It's kind of like the same with our hair. We can have one side wavy, one side curly. That's how my hair is. Sometimes I'm lighter, like might be lighter on my arm, but like my neck might be browner. You know, I'm just using that as an example. But so let's get into the movie. Okay. So, oh, interesting. So it says the drama is a 2026 American dark romantic comedy film written and directed by Christopher Borgley. So he wrote and directed it, as I just said. It stars Zendaya and Robert Pattinson as a happily engaged couple whose relationship is tested by an unexpected revelation the week before their wedding. The drama premiered on March 17th, 2026 in Los Angeles and was released in the United States by A24 on April 3rd. The film received positive reviews from critics and grossed $132.5 million worldwide on a $28 million budget. So okay, so they broke even. They've made about almost 5 times their budget. So that's pretty good to me. So yes, and it was also distributed by A24. I don't know if I said that already. The cinematography was actually one of my favorite parts of the movie. It was done by Arseny Khachaturian. I'm not sure if I said their name correctly, but they actually did a beautiful job. That was one of the things that made me fall in love with it. The production company was Square Peg. I'm not familiar with them. I do read up a lot, and I know a lot of production companies, but this one I'm not familiar with, but I'll keep an eye out for them. Okay, so let's get into the plot. I done talked your ear off enough. Who is calling me now? I'm not answering them. I'm sorry. I'm doing my review. So it says, at a Boston cafe, Charlie Thompson approaches Emma Harwood while she is reading, pretending to have read the same book. Emma